mentioned, the electronic portfolio serves as your means to house all chapter reflections or assignments for this course and allows others to view your work. Although as arranged, your electronic portfolio also serves as your personal thoughts and opinions or your position based on the chapter reflections, inclusive of the essential questions and backed by scholarly supports. What I've described here is your educational terrain, and where the electronic portfolio provides the means to house it. Since you have completed a heavy load with each chapter assignment, I had made course modifications, and where the educational terrain then becomes a major part of the final electronic portfolio. So to finalize the electronic portfolio, you will want to go to your Google Course Drive. So here's mine here, the example one, so I'm going to open it up. Within your Google Drive and within the course shared folder marked Ed 610, followed by your name, you will find the template for the electronic portfolio. The electronic portfolio is a product of Google named Google Sites. It is important that you attend the scheduled meeting April 23rd so I am able to provide you with an on-hands tutorial to finalize your electronic portfolio. If you're unable to make it at this time, I'm hoping that this screencast will assist you in understanding how to upload your chapter assignments within the electronic portfolio. So, to begin with, open up your Ed 610 Google folder found in your Google Drive shared with me, which I did. It will be listed as Ed 610 followed by your name. Once in your folder, which I went into mine, you will find your electronic portfolio, which is right here in mine. Double-click to activate. Taking a bit to load up here. Once it opens up, your portfolio will automatically navigate to the home page. You can see this is the home page right there. It is here you will include an introduction to the course and the electronic portfolio describing the educational terrain. I've done this for you and I've loaded it up in all of you. So it just says the purpose of the electronic portfolio is to display the educational terrain, which displays the personal thoughts and opinions and so on. So you might want to take the time to look at that and what I've written there for you. Now at the top of the portfolio, you'll find the chapter headings, beginning with the Chapter 1 Educational Terrain. So that's here, so we can go there. So, and then the next chapter that we covered is the Cognitive Development. And then if you choose more, you're going to get a drop down that's going to have all of the chapters that we covered. Okay? So this is where you want to go to the page that you plan on uploading your chapter reflection. So now when you look at the right page, you'll notice tools which will be used to load your reflections. So they're over here. So if you choose the insert, you're going to get all these options. You can inset a text box. So if I choose that, it's going to set a text box right there, which you can type whatever you want or trash it. Okay. Things that you put on the electronic portfolio are saved automatically. The next thing, you can choose an image and you can upload it and it will put it right in there. So let's just see, even though you're not going to use this option that much, I'm just showing you what it does. So here's pictures. So let's just open this one up. This is a picture of my granddaughter and her horse. So I loaded that up so you can see it's there. All right, I'm going to trash that now. You can embed a link here. So let's say you want to go to a web page, anything like that. So we'll just choose something. Differentiated instruction. I can spell it. You choose it, and let's say we find a document here that, or a web page or whatever that we want to upload, so we can click that. I don't know what it's going to be, so we'll see what comes up here. Comes up. So what we want to do is copy this link here, copy, and we can go back to the portfolio and embed that link in here and see what happens here. Paste, and here is the web page here, so we're going to insert it so you can see that it loaded that page up there. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that because you're not going to be doing that, but what you need to be aware of is the drive. There again, remember, when I click on this, it's going to open up your Google Drive, and all of the folders that you have is going to appear in there. So remember, if you use the shared with me, you're going to click that, and you're going to find your folder for this class. And within that folder, you're going to find the chapter reflection that goes within there. So in this case, I would go through and I would look for chapter 3, even though this is chapter 1. Well, let's go back to chapter 1. Here's chapter 1, and this is my chapter 1. So I clicked it to activate it, and I'm going to choose insert. Okay, so you can see that it inserted it. Now at the portfolio, this little icon right here is showing, it looks like a computer screen. So it's going to show you what that looks like. Your portfolio looks out of edit mode. And this is how others will view this. Now I suppose it's going to take a while to load that up. If I remember, I'll come back to that. But it becomes a scrollable document though once it's loaded up. And what I mean, there'll be a slide bar here, so you can, who's ever viewing this can slide down and view or read your whole document. To take it out of active mode, I'm going to choose the X, and it goes back to edit mode here. Okay, so that's kind of the basics. Oh, there it is. Let's see if it's up there yet. Let's go back and check again. Nope, still not up there. Sometimes, oh, there it is. So you can see what I mean by the slide bar here. So a person can go down and read what you have written here. All right, I'm going to close that. Let's do one more just so you understand. So let's go back to the top, and that was chapter 1. Let's do any other chapters. So the next thing I want to load is my chapter 2. So I'm going to go back to pages, or insert, sorry about that, and from drive, and the shared with me, and let's say that this is my chapter 2. I'm going to select it, and you get the insert. You can also double click. Now I'm not using a Mac, I'm using the PC. So if you can double click, it will inset that also. Another way to navigate to your pages then is, I'm going to close the tools here. Another way is to go to the pages here. So when I choose pages, you can see that it's listing all of the chapters or the pages here. So to begin with, there's educational psychology, a foundation for teaching, cognitive development, and chapter 3 is social, moral, and emotional development. So let's say that you want to upload from your drive the assignment for social, moral, and emotional development. So you could click here, click on that, and it should take you to that page. So there again, you can go back to the insert and from drive, back into the shared folder, and let's say that this is the chapter that you want to upload. You can click to highlight it and choose the select, or insert, I'm sorry. Okay? So there again, if we want to take this out of active, out of edit mode and put it in what I call active mode, and there it is. And there you can see it loaded the document, which then becomes a scrollable document again, so others can read. There it is. All right. So that's just a basic tutorial of how to use, oh, I think I need to cover one more thing here. Okay, let's go back. Let's take this out of active mode. Now, remember the classroom also stores your assignments. So we're going to go back to from Drive. Well, from Drive. And then there's the classroom. So once you've enrolled in this course, it's going to create a classroom folder for you. So you want to click to open it up, and you should be able to. I got 2 classes going on using Google's Classroom, and so I need to go into Ed 610, and you can see there's Chapter 1, Chapter 2. I'm not for sure how it loads it up on yours, but there's assignment, the first week's assignment. So if you select it, it's going to insert it, even though I got one there already. So you can see that it inserted it here. So remember, when you use that option, though, you want to resolve my edit marks, because if you don't, it's going to show my edit marks here in your electronic portfolio, and you don't want that. Also, you don't want those edit marks there, because I'm going to go through and reevaluate at the end of this course all of your reflections along with your overall portfolio, which we're going to call your educational terrain. So now if you have any problems, questions, or anything over this, you're free to call me. My number is 605-441-2113.